My name's Chris Balzotti. I'm the Natural Resource Manager for the Hawaii Island Program. So we're standing here at one of our trail cameras. We use these trail cameras to track ungulates. We also use them to monitor our endangered bird populations and to also look at phenology and watch how our plants and our birds interact. They've become quite an important part of our tool set. So it allows us to have eyes in the forest where we can't always be. And so for tracking ungulates, they've been pretty critical in kind of knowing where they are and when they're there. And for monitoring our endangered birds and interactions, we've actually had some great successes in seeing what birds will go to which outplantings, and it helps guide our management and know where to plant things and what to plant. One of our biggest challenges we have with our field cameras is being able to automate the data after we get it. Our team's really good at getting them in the field. We're really good at placing them, but when it goes to going through sometimes thousands of images, that becomes a choke point for our ability to really utilize this technology. So I would say for us, the biggest challenge is automation of the data after we've collected it. If we could get to an operational state with being able to have auto detection done, then with our smaller team, we'd be able to cover really large areas and really be able to understand the movements of the animals in the system, both native and non-native. And it would also allow us to really be able to capture the changes in that system over time with the phenology of the plants. Some of the things that we've observed in these cameras is we'll see where ungulates will be interacting with the roots of trees, and we can see kind of the level and the extent of a one-time visit to an area and the disturbance it makes. The other thing that we observe or have observed in the cameras that's been interesting is watching our rats and how they'll chew at some of our native plants and where they're chewing, and we kind of get a little bit more insight into how they're interacting with the forest. And we've also had a great success story that we've been able to capture on our cameras where we've outplanted critically endangered species of plants, and we've seen our native birds come visit those plants, which is kind of a high-level success story in conservation where you have the system interacting. One place we really want to grow with these cameras is our ability to network them, and so to create a mesh network where they're communicating with each other and they're communicating with us without having to be in the field at the same time. And so that takes one of the steps out where we don't have to go to each camera after they've been set up to download the data. I think one of the biggest challenges that we have is that researchers at universities are really good at getting ideas to a proof of concept phase. And then to take that proof of concept and move it into an operational product for us in the field, there's been a big gap there. And so I think there needs to be a focus, or at least some energy put into bridging that gap.